Celebrities are ruining streaming. Now I noticed them. Now all of a sudden all the rappers and the celebrities, they want to be streamers now. Now I remember one point in time, y'all thought streamers was lame, y'all thought YouTubers was lame. Now all of a sudden y'all need us. I noticed that. You know? But it's all good though. We'll welcome y'all with open arms. I'm sorry, no we won't. I got to lie like that. Say no. Y'all can come on over to the streaming community. It is what it is. We the big dogs now. Y'all need us. You know, y'all record labels ain't doing y'all right. Yeah, streamers make more money than rappers nowadays. So hey, y'all mind if we come on over, man. We'll welcome y'all. But we about to get to the video. If y'all new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you can get notified when I drop another banger. Let's get to it, man. Young Miami is streaming now and shit. Like, God, everybody's streaming now. That's crazy. Let's get it.
Young Miami went live on Twitch a couple days ago, and she has been getting cooked on the timeline. Why? Because she has 0 viewers.
0 viewers is crazy.
Ain't nobody on there, Brandon. He says 0 viewers. No, he got 27 followers.
Why would you say that out loud?
Simultaneously getting roasted by the chat with 0 viewers? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But people were really using this tweet to get their shit off about celebrities getting into streaming, and that's what I really want to talk about today. There were quote retweets talking about the situation where they were saying stuff like, unpopular opinion, nothing against her, but celebs trying to get into the streamer lane is kind of corny to me. And this is a tweet with damn near 50,000 likes. Got another tweet right here saying, if you stream for money, you are ruining streaming. Another tweet saying, oh, streamers not corny anymore, so yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, now it's popular to be a streamer. Oh yeah, and y'all ain't even dedicated. I forgot that part. Y'all ain't, we won't welcome y'all with open arms. My bad. We ain't welcoming y'all. Cause y'all ain't gonna be dedicated like that. Y'all think y'all can just jump in and jump out whenever y'all want. Y'all can stream whenever y'all want to. Y'all just trying to hop in for the money. Y'all ain't finna be dedicated like that to streaming. So yeah, we ain't welcoming y'all. Go on somewhere, bro. I thought streaming was corny and it was lame and all that shit y'all was saying back in the day when streaming wasn't popular to stream. Now all of a sudden y'all want to jump into the streaming community because your record label won't let you drop a song. That ain't how that finna work. Y'all go back over there to the rap industry now. Yeah, we're
getting this shit off on Young Miami. And yeah, if you just go through the quote retweets, yeah, a lot of people are getting their shit off. People do not like celebrities getting into the streamer wave as much as they have been. So today I want to examine if that's really valid criticism or if people are just hating. I will say this, a lot of people are right. It wasn't too long ago when live streaming was viewed as corny. It was viewed for the nerds, specifically Twitch streaming, because Twitch started off as a gaming platform. When you went on Twitch, it was a bunch of people at their desk just playing games and doing that type of content. But now, as we know, streaming has become much larger than just gaming. You have people doing these insane productions. It has expanded past gaming. Like, streaming is insane now. And with streaming becoming as mainstream as it has, it's gonna welcome a bunch of different people with a bunch of different motives. And especially with the amount of money being made in streaming and the top streamers being candid with how much they're making, yeah, a lot of people are gonna wanna get into streaming for one reason or another. A big part of that being the money.
I would say the biggest streamers right now make probably anywhere from $50 to $100 million a year.
Holy shit. Sheesh.
But that's the big dogs, like the big dogs.
So like you, Aiden Raw.
I don't make that at all. Not even. No, I swear to God, not even near that.
So some under that then.
But like I don't want to fuck them up with the IRS. You know who pays taxes nowadays? Right. But like it's just like a thing where they make crazy money. You know, and even if you're like, I mean, still I'm so grateful to be doing good for myself. But those are the big dogs. But those are bigger than the NBA Maxes.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy to spot when someone's just trying to get into streaming for money. This is literally how they go live. All right, they hit go live, boom. They go on their phone, they start twirling their hair. Chat, what we on, man? Chat, talk to me. Talk to me. Like, it's very obvious. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't everyone. There's a couple of celebrities that got into streaming, and you can clearly see that they are doing it for the love of the game. They're actually interested in the game of streaming. I want to shout out T-Pain specifically because he's been streaming for years now.
Okay.
Years, and this is
I didn't know that.
T-Pain. He made Bartender. I don't know how long Timbaland's been doing it, but Timbaland looks like he's actually taking streaming seriously. Now, Timbaland may be another video, because everything he's doing with the AI music artist, that may be a whole different video of itself, but Timbaland's another good actor for
Shout
now.
out Timbaland,
but there's
man.
definitely a couple other people trying to get into the space, and you can just tell, bro, that they're just doing it because it's the cool thing to do now. Young Miami is a perfect example. I seen Tyga streaming one time, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Tyga? Nigga, I thought you was a rapper. Why y'all rappers trying to come to the streaming community, bro?
Tyga doing streaming. I saw
Shout out to Tyga, man.
who is bro's name? The fact that I can't even think of him is crazy. The one bad bitch and she do what I say so. Lil Mosey. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure I saw
Lil Mosey.
streaming the other day, and I'm like, Lil Mosey.
God
Lil
damn.
Mosey streaming. What the fuck? So this is my thing. I don't think all of these celebrities are inherently streaming because they're broke. I think a lot of these celebrities are trying to get into the space because it's the new cool thing. I think streaming, just like how being a YouTuber was a wave at one point, just like being a podcaster was the wave at one point, TikTok was the wave at one point, being a streamer is just the next new wave. Like, do y'all remember a couple years ago when it seemed like every celebrity was launching a podcast? Like, I feel like that's what streaming is becoming.
It's going to eventually die down because you're going to be able to tell the ones that take it serious and who don't. Because they're going to eventually stop doing it. They're going to like die off. They're going to stop streaming. They're going to eventually fade away because they don't take it serious enough. Now, the people that do want to take it serious, go ahead by all means. If you're a celebrity and you just want to jump into the streaming game and you want to really take it serious, then go ahead and do your thing. But we're going to be able to tell who taking it serious and who not. Cause they gonna fade. It's just a little phase they going through right now. They see it's cool to stream right now. They see the streamer proms. They see the streamer universities. They see all that stuff, and now they just want to stream because it's the popular thing to do right now. But they gonna eventually die off, and you ain't gonna hear nothing about them streaming ever again. Cause they don't take it serious. It's just a little phase they going through right now.
Has become. And I think the main thing that makes streaming appealing to these people is how low lift it is. Like, as soon as you hit go live on your phone or on OBS, you are technically already streaming and creating content, when real content creators know there is much more to streaming than just hitting go live. And
Right.
as much as I want to say, I don't mind them, good content rises to the top, I'm gonna be honest, content creation now, and especially with streaming, that isn't necessarily the case. Like, this is the bad thing, I guess, about streaming. Like, even the biggest content creators do a lot of low lift content that when celebrities get into it and just start treating it like an IG live, it's not that far off from what the big streamers are doing. In the grand scheme of things, I understand they're not coming up with events and doing what Kai does, but in the grand scheme of things, like, a lot of streamers really do just hit go live, talk to their chat, yap it up, get celebrities involved, yap it up some more, and other celebrities.
It's not going to work because those people that do that now, that just talk to their chat regularly, they build it like a bond and connection. Like, they've been doing it for years, and they did other things on live stream on Twitch, so that way their fan base can appreciate them just sitting there and just talking to them. They've done other stuff before. These motherfuckers are just coming off of Instagram and think they can just go live and just treat it like Instagram live. Like, that's not gonna get them far.
Now, I don't think there's something inherently wrong with streaming and doing content for money, because, newsflash, there is big money in content creation. Let's stop lying to ourselves. The cat's out the bag. There's a lot of money to be made in this, especially with a bunch of these big streamers just giving out how much they make. Like, yeah, a lot of people want money.
For June 2025, on June 12th, I streamed 5 hours and 37 minutes. During that day, I averaged 23,462 viewers, and I received over 1,013 subs. On that day, I made $11,282, with 6,320 of those being ads, 1,797 of those being turbo, 1,477 being gifted, 1,052 doing paid gifted subs, and 622 of Prime.
Ultimately,
Okay.
two things. I just find it very interesting how much the narrative has shifted on streaming in a short amount of time, because, again, it wasn't too long ago when streaming, one, wasn't this big, and two, was considered just for the nerd. And I think that's a direct call to the impact that streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and iShowSpeed have
Yeah, they made it look
They have
cool.
completely shifted what streaming inherently is. But if there is one thing I am kind of, sort of, maybe actually really worried about, is celebrities getting into streaming and starting to figure it out. Because the Young Miamis and the Tygas, they haven't really figured it out. But I've seen it with YouTube. I've seen it specifically within sports content creation. Once you get celebrities actually figuring this shit out, smaller content creators trying to compete with them becomes harder and harder and harder. Now, why is that? I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much a
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't giving them that much credit. I don't even think they gonna wanna trying to figure it out. They gonna get their mind gonna get distracted by other different things, and they ain't even going. They do other stuff on a daily basis, like celebrities and influencers and shit like that. That they ain't even gonna want to just focus on Twitch. They
some capital diff, like that's what it is. I saw it on YouTube when all those late night talk shows started dominating the platform. Like, it's hard to compete with the late night show with Jimmy Fallon, and they have all this production capital and all these resources to upload 20 videos a day, and every single video is edited with the highest production quality in the world. It's hard to compete with that. I saw it within the NBA space specifically when, when I started, it was a bunch of independent content creators making content and, doing podcasts. But when Gilbert Arenas comes into the space, when All the Smoke comes into the space, when JJ Redick comes into the space, with the capital that they have because they made millions of dollars in the NBA, with the network that they have because they're connected with all the NBA players.
I get what he's saying.
And with the level of credibility that they built prior to becoming content creators, being a part of all of this, it became harder and harder and harder for independent sports content creators to make it within this field. Or at least it was capped off. Like, people's potential was definitely capped off with NBA players starting to figure out content creation. And let me get this straight. I am not saying it's impossible for streamers to make it if celebrities do figure this game out. It's just gonna become harder, and I feel like the potential and people's standards may be too high once it gets to that point. But also, you can make an argument, maybe that's what the space needs, is a higher barrier to entry. It is a higher barrier to quality content, all these different things. Maybe that is what the space needs. Also, you can make the argument that it's inherently a good thing that celebrities are trying to get into the streaming, right? Because it means that the space is being more legitimized, more brands are being involved, more eyeballs are on the industry, and it's a win-win for everyone. You can also make that case. Because I truly do believe that the excuse that content creation is becoming oversaturated has been an excuse for people for years now, and it's just never been true, you know what I'm saying? I think as long as the industry keeps on growing, there's always going to be space for people. But I do think what celebrities, again, brings to the table is just a cap potential. But with that being said, let me know what y'all think about all this in the comment section down below. Is celebrities getting into streaming good or bad for the industry?
Do I think it's good or bad? Me personally, I think it's good. No. I don't know if it's good or bad. I honestly don't know. But what I will say is, I don't trust. Maybe they can prove me wrong. I don't trust the celebrities and the rappers to take this shit serious enough to where as though they want to figure it out, or they just have time to like figure it out. Like, all right, I'm finna stream on Twitch. I'm finna be consistent, and I'm trying to figure out how the ways to make content and shit like that. I don't trust them to do that. I think they're gonna get distracted by something else, and next thing you know, they not on Twitch no more. You haven't seen them in fucking months. They not gonna be consistent enough. A motherfucker that really want this shit, they gonna be hungry, they gonna be just consistent, they gonna be streaming every day. Them motherfuckers, they just gonna pop in every once in a while probably, and then they just not gonna stream no more. So I don't trust them to be that consistent, especially if you're a rapper, you got other shit going on, or if you're just an influencer in general, you got probably podcasters, and you got other interviews, and you got other shit going on other than streaming. A motherfucker that's just trying to make it in the streaming game, that's all they care about. So they eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. I don't think the celebrity is going to do that. I think it's just a little phase for them right now, and eventually they're going to phase out. But I'm about to get out of here. If y'all enjoyed that reaction video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out of here, man.